Tennis fans at the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells witnessed a dramatic and emotional moment as rising American star Ben Shelton took a frightening fall during his intense battle with fellow American Reilly Opelka. What started as a high-powered serving contest quickly turned into one of the most talked-about moments of the tournament, mixing tension, sportsmanship, and a remarkable comeback. That a scary moment that stunned the crowd with the match hanging in the balance late in the third set. Shelton sprinted forward to attack a volley while leading 5-3. In a split second, his momentum betrayed him. His foot slipped on the court surface, sending the 23-year-old crashing hard onto the ground. Gasps echoed around the stadium as fans at the BNP Paribas Open watched the unsettling scene unfold. For a brief moment, the entire arena fell into anxious silence while Shelton remained on the court, trying to steady himself. That it was the kind of fall that instantly raises concerns, especially in a match already packed with physical intensity. Opelka's classy gesture wins the crowd across the net. Reilly Opelka immediately showed the spirit of tennis sportsmanship. Without hesitation, the towering American walked over to Shelton's side of the court to check on his opponent. After confirming Shelton was okay, Opelka helped him up and even handed him his racket. The gesture drew loud applause from the crowd, turning a tense moment into a reminder of the respect that exists between players on tour. Once Shelton signaled he was ready, play resumed, a battle of power servers before the dramatic fall. The match had unfolded exactly how many expected when two of the game's biggest hitters meet. Both Shelton and Opelka relied heavily on their serves, making it difficult for either player to gain a foothold in rallies. Service games flew by quickly, with very few extended exchanges. The first set remained razor-tight throughout. Opelka's booming serve proved nearly impossible to crack, and he eventually edged the set in a tiebreak to take the early lead. Shelton suddenly found himself under pressure at Shelton's turning point. The second set followed a familiar script: tight games, massive serves, and another trip to a tied dash break. At T1 point, Shelton trailed 3-4 in the breaker with Opelka holding two serves, a dangerous situation that could have ended the match quickly. Instead, Shelton produced a clutch response. The American ripped off 4 consecutive points, including 2 crucial mini-breaks, to steal the tiebreak 7-4. That surge flipped the momentum of the entire match. Suddenly, Shelton had the energy and the crowd on his side. Athleticism makes the difference. The deciding set showcased Shelton's explosive athleticism. Unlike the earlier sets, he began to pressure Opelka's serve with stronger returns and more aggressive movement around the baseline. Eventually, that persistence paid off. Shelton secured the crucial break of serve and maintained control of his own service games. After 2 hours and 13 minutes of intense tennis, Shelton closed out the match 6-7, 3, 7-6, 4, 6-3 to advance to the third round. His next challenge? A matchup against promising American youngster Learner Tien. Fighting through physical discomfort despite the victory, Shelton did not appear completely comfortable throughout the match. At times, the energetic American looked physically uneasy and less animated than usual. But his determination carried him through the difficult moments. Reflecting on the battle afterward, Shelton acknowledged that players often compete without being at full strength. "I think every week we go through something, maybe not at full 100%, Shelton said. "Just happy to be through to the next round, that I went out there and gave myself a chance to compete and get a win against a tough opponent, especially on a court like this." Not the first scare, interestingly. This wasn't Shelton's first alarming fall on the court. A similar incident occurred during the French Open last year, when he faced Matteo Gigante on-court Simone Matthew. In that match, Shelton also lost his footing while striking a forehand after a looping return. Fortunately, both incidents ended without serious injury. At a moment that defined the match in the end, Shelton's win at the BNP Paribas Open will be remembered for more than just the scoreline. It featured a heart-stopping fall, a classy act of sportsmanship from Opelka, and a gritty comeback from one of tennis's most exciting young stars. For Shelton, it was proof that resilience and a little courage after hitting the court can sometimes be just as important as a powerful serve. Please like, share, comments, and subscribe for more.